going on, everybody? We're out here in the Texas Freedom Grounds. We got our 14th vlog, or maybe it's our 15th. I don't know. I forgot. Either way, we got some potential movers coming in today. I'm going to take them out to the lake, take them fishing, show them the area. Out here in the Texas Freedom Grounds, where you can find freedom yourself in your lifetime, because you ain't ever going to get it from your government. Go into the voting booth, redressing your government of your grievances and asking them for freedom will never happen. We're also going to be heading down to Dallas for the Kokesh event. He's doing a tour. He's running for president in 2020. They've asked me to come down there and speak about Texas Freedom Grounds. Hey, we're in the car here. We're about to take our friends fishing down at Lake Watkins and show them what the Texas Freedom Grounds is all about and what we got in our lake. Stay tuned. Traveled down probably about a quarter of a mile from the dam and the spillway, doing some fishing down here and having some fun with the kids. They're exploring, and you know this video is always brought to you by antiestablishment.com. Get your t-shirts there. antiestablishment.com. Everybody, I am headed to, I guess, the Lake Dallas area to the Kokesh event to speak about freedom. And I didn't even really know this event was happening until a couple days ago. I got a phone call and I was asked to speak. I'm heading there now. Been asked to speak about Texas Freedom Grounds. Looks like we got 2 carfuls of people headed out to Lake Dallas. Gonna have them come on stage with me, because this ain't about one person. This is about an idea of freedom. It's about people coming together for the cause of freedom and being more independent, being more self-sufficient, breaking away from the chains of slavery. You know, I used to live in the city myself, and I thought I could go down to the Capitol and redress my grievances and speak to my government about corruption. I realized that they didn't give a shit. and they're not gonna give a shit. And in reality, the only thing that is gonna get you freedom is finding it yourself and doing it, not just talking about it or talking to your government about it, but doing it yourself. You know, I used to live in an apartment and have a car payment and go to the grocery store a whole bunch and pay taxes and live that slave life and think that the Bill of Rights and the Constitution was there to keep us free, and it's actually just an illusion to keep you thinking you're free. This idea of more freedom in your life right now is very powerful. We're living it. We're not just talking about it. We're doing it. We're not dreaming about it. We're doing it. It's about getting up and doing something and being more free in your life. Live it. Do it. Don't just dream it. One thing I hate about the city: traffic lights, traffic, 40-mile-an-hour speed limit signs. We're officially in the Matrix. I don't like to come back here much. So I'm here in McKinney, Texas, in the middle of the Matrix, sitting at this stupid traffic light. I mean, how do people do this day in and day out? I hate this. I wonder how much time people spend of their life waiting at a traffic light.
Everybody showing up, and we do have a couple speakers tonight. But before we bring the speakers up, I'd like to introduce Adam. Thanks. Without further ado, our first speaker is a former leftist turned ANCAP, the front man of Backwards, and a political commentator who contributes to several different liberty-based websites, beinglibertarian.com, libertyhangout.org. He's had the opportunity, he's been on Fox News, The Blaze, The Tom Woods Show, and has been really getting around with his music, taking the message of libertarianism to new audiences. It's an honor to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, Eric July.
Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about culture. I'm not going to spend too much time, but just to let you guys in on my story. As you know, he kind of talked about it. I used to be a leftist. I was a hardcore leftist at that, like a Marxist, like Shea shirt wearing, you know, didn't know what the hell I was talking about, like Marxist. And you know, entering college was really the first time that I had ever heard the word libertarianism. I didn't know what it was until I was like maybe 19. 20 years old, never even heard the word. And that goes to kind of show of the political monopoly that's on like the communities, definitely black and minority communities. I was born and raised down the road in Oak Cliff, Texas, you know, predominantly, you know, minority. And when I say a political monopoly is on it as far as leftist ideology, they don't even really invite anything other than just pretty much leftism. And you know, in my particular story, it was more so reading up on guys like, even when I was still in my box, those first learning about economics. And I read up on guys like Thomas Sowell and Walter Williams, and I really started making decisions for myself, and it really just hit me like that. They usually say it's like a 6-month period. It maybe took 30 minutes for me to be like, oh, I'm full-blown ANCAP now, because I started to kind of understand it. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of culture. I do, like he talked about, I'm not one of those ANCAPs that, oh, if you vote, you're a statist, and I'm going to talk down on you. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But it is very, very important to infiltrate culture and arts with our message of libertarianism, voluntarism, ANCAP, whatever it is that you want to call it. And I'm in hostile territory. My band Backwards, we play in front of hundreds and thousands of people. And when I say I'm in hostile territory, I'm saying the whole crowd is full of a bunch of statists. And I'm wearing shirts like this, or taxation is theft, or ANCAP and stuff. I'm literally in hostile territory, and it goes to show that it's really not that much representation in arts. I mean, we have those, more political and intellectual thinkers among libertarians, but when we talk about like arts and music, like think off the top of your head, like how many libertarian-minded people, not just as individuals, but actually having their art reflect libertarianism. It really doesn't exist. Maybe a couple of people out there, but so I encourage everybody, no matter what it is that you do, libertarians, we can use you spreading the message. No matter if you're an artist in regards to music, or you draw or something like that, you craft things. Most definitely, I encourage everybody, no matter what it is you do, even if you're maybe planting a seed to one person, maybe if you craft boxes or something like that with ANCAP material, and you sell it to somebody, that's a seed that's planted. And that's what my goal is regarding music. I get on stage, I talk we have songs like Statism, in which we're talking about the dangers of the state and what the state actually is. If I can perform in front of 1,000 people and I plant that one seed to that one person, I was successful that night. Even if they don't get it right there on the spot, maybe it's 3 months down the line. I remember that bearded black guy was on stage talking about the dangers of the state, and maybe they occurred like a situation in which they kind of clicked to them. And that's how it is with a lot of people, but it's all about planting those seeds. So I encourage everybody to infiltrate culture, infiltrate arts, no matter what it is that you do. I promise you, got some type of craft. You can use it to spread no matter what it is. My preference is obviously music. I do a lot of rapping from the metal side as well. But my thing is always trying to spread the message of voluntarism in things other than simply just doing these YouTube videos, which is cool. We need people like that, because I like to be able to point to the Tom Woods of the world and say, hey, you want a more intellectual explanation of it, I can point to this writing or something like that. But I feel like it's very, very important, because we really don't have any type of representation. So no matter what it is that you do, I encourage everybody, just get the message out there, infiltrate culture, and I think libertarianism will be spreading a lot more quickly if we start kind of infiltrating things of that nature. So big shout out to Adam. Appreciate everybody that came out here. And yeah, that's it.
Next up, we have Kory Watkins, the 2014 Texas Activist of the Year. He is also the Hunt County Chairman for the Libertarian Party, so if you want to get involved here, someone to talk to afterwards. And founder of Texas Freedom Grounds, which is an area in Texas where people are moving to seek more freedom in their life, a community built on free market ideas that are bulletproof. Ladies and gentlemen, Kory Watkins. And friends.
I brought some friends with me. These are people who live out in the Texas Freedom Grounds. Texas Freedom Grounds is basically an idea of living free, independent, growing your own food, self-providing, getting away from the system and unplugging. I used to live in Mansfield, Arlington, and I was messing with the system bad. I was open carrying, cop washing with my AK-47, fully loaded 40-round magazine. I was getting arrested for the cause of freedom. I was sticking my foot in the doors of legislators down in Austin. They were creating panic buttons the next day to keep us out. And I started realizing that voting is not going to get us freedom. Speaking our grievances to government is not going to get our freedom. And this activism that I was doing was probably going to get me in jail or shot dead by the police. And they would have got away with it easily because I was sitting there with an AK-47. they would have probably been feared for their safety. But about a year ago, I moved out into the country because I realized something, that freedom is going to come from myself, and I got to find it myself. Government's not going to get it for you. It ain't going to happen like that. So I moved out to East Texas, about an hour and a half away from here, Lono, Quinlan area, and I just started doing my own thing. Self-providing, sheep, chickens, just doing my own thing out there. I lowered my cost of living. I was in Mansfield renting out an apartment for $750 a month. And I didn't have anything to show for it. I had a $300 car payment. I was in debt, and I was a slave to the system. So the first thing I wanted to do is get away from all of that systematic matrix bullshit and go out into the country and start doing my own thing. And I came out with the idea of how badass it would be if other people would come out there with me and do it. Surround myself with like-minded people. So kind of started the idea of Texas Freedom Ground, and these are just a few of the people who are out there with me, and we're actually doing it. We're not sitting on a keyboard pounding away talking about freedom and not doing anything. I am involved in the Libertarian Party. Yes, I do vote. That's just one of my ways of activism, to plant seeds and get more people to wake up and realize that freedom is going to come from you getting up and creating freedom yourself. You got to create it yourself. Government is never going to give it to you. So, these are just a few of my friends. We traveled all the way out here, about an hour and a half. Hopefully we can capture some of y'all's brains and y'all's, some of y'all can come out there and live with us. A lot of people talk about, is it a commune? No, it's not a commune. We don't live all on the same property. This is independent and free. I live on my own property in a 3-bedroom house on an acre, which is half of the cost of what I was living in Mansfield in a 2-bedroom apartment. Joey lives 2 houses down from me, and Andre lives 2 streets over from me. There's a couple people that live 2 miles away, a couple people that live 5 miles away. We're all spread out in this general area to create more freedom in our lifetime. Today we had a plumbing problem. I didn't call the plumber, I called Andre. He come and help me out, somebody has extra fruit in the area. We trade fruit, we barter and stuff. I don't go to Walmart and fill up $200 in groceries every week. Do I still go shopping? Yes. It's a process to peel away from the system, and that's what we're working on doing. So check it out. It's TexasFreedomGrounds.com. More than welcome to come out and visit the area. I was given a tour to 2 people today who were going to be coming out and living with us in 30 days. We got our first movers from out of state. They're going to be coming September 16th. They coming from Georgia. So we got about 30 people out there right now, all like-minded. People have their own different thoughts, whether it's religious, whether if they want to grow fruit or whatever they want to do. It's about freedom and independence, and it's about living and surrounding each other with like-minded people. I think it would be really, really cool if we could get a bunch of people out there and just take over the city and just be free. I think it's a very powerful idea. It's bulletproof. And so that's what we're doing, Texas Freedom Grounds.
Thank you all very much for being here. Let's start with a very important question. How many of you consider yourselves to be awake? Wrong answer. Because the real people who are awake are the ones who are sitting there going like, yeah, right, Adam. You didn't define the question. You didn't define your terms. What does it mean to be awake, right? It's almost as if what we're doing is like really base level kindergarten stuff, like don't hit, don't kill, don't steal. Not unless you're a cop or a soldier or an IRS agent. I've never heard anyone say, well, I've got this libertarian friend on Facebook, and one day he just came up with the dankest meme. It was so funny. It blew my mind, and my worldview was changed. And I was like, well, hey, if the meme says so, I guess I'm a libertarian, right? Nobody wakes up and then goes back to sleep, right? You never hear anyone say, okay, I get it now. I own myself. You own yourself. What a beautiful concept. We're going to respect each other's rights. we're gonna move past this statism thing. We're gonna stop doing war in the police state, and we're gonna bring about a new era of harmony for humanity. And then wakes up the next day like, never mind. I was like, yeah, right. I'm pretty sure the judge just ordered me released, and your only option if I don't sign these citations is to arrest me and send me back. And I didn't sign them. So the picture I took, my trophy picture, was these 2 unsigned citations and the microphone. A head on me, like a head taller than me, and it was built like the Juggernaut, like at least 280. I mean, you watch the video and decide for yourself. So he comes down the stairs with his hold me back guys. And if you have something bad to say about the military, we need to go talk outside. Nonviolent communication, right? All right. Feelings, needs, requests. Remember that formula. Feelings, needs, requests. I'll come back and explain it. So he comes down yelling at me, and I go, wow, you sound very angry. Are you angry? You must be angry. Yeah, I'm angry! Well, that doesn't feel very good now, does it? I've acknowledged his feelings. I've gotten them out of the way. It's really hard now for him to be angry. And we end up having a good discussion about militarism and his experience. All right, next. I inhaled. and I enjoyed it. I will say, every woman I've ever dated was a libertarian by the time she broke up with me. If you would take one, I would appreciate it. If you take 3 or 4, I would really appreciate it. And it's donations from people like you that make it possible for me to keep going on the road, giving out books for free. And we do this all over the place. But we have the truth, and we are not afraid, and we are the ones who get to make this happen and move humanity forward. So thank you very much for your time tonight, and thank you for
Just finished the Kokesh event here. Now we're picking up some books and some freedom propaganda and doing a book signing, hanging out with them. So, and stay tuned for some more vloggage, baby. So we just came out of the Adam Kokesh event. We're gonna go over here and check out his trailer and see what this is all about. Doing a vlog. What's up, babe?
I was like, oh, what's over there?
Yeah, my screen. Got my personal photographer.
I do. And she's hot too. That's what's cool about it.
Hey, watch out. What's in here, B?
Can I buy you a beer, man? I have a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Freedom everywhere. I think there's more of it.
I would love to.
Yeah. Nothing, checking out the Freedom trailer.
I was just telling him he asked about jobs out there in Texas.
Dude,
Grounds.
there's if you can't get a job,
server.
I got you
Yeah.
a job tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously. Kory.
Did you record you inside?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign this inside.
Let's sign this inside.
Freedom behind it, all the autographs.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, look, a praying mantis in the Kokesh Freedom Van.
Yeah. Let's get a little close. There's a speaker right there. A praying mantis. Yeah, and then right here is Caius. Yep. Yeah, that one. Where's the Texas Freedom Grounds? Texas Freedom Grounds. So he can look here every day. Hashtag. Use that thing.
Signed and delivered. Right there. Kory, Watkins, Texas Freedom Grounds in Kokesh.
Yeah.
So we're out here at the Adam Kokesh event, and we've just kind of ended it up. We've discussed many freedom ideas with like-minded people, especially the Texas Freedom Grounds idea. So I just wanted to get y'all's thought. What did you think about tonight? What do you think about what we did out here for Texas Freedom Grounds?
I think we spread the message a little bit further than it already has been spreading.
Nice. What do you think?
I think we clarified our concepts to people that were kind of wondering what was going on, and I feel like it was a great night.
Nice. What do you think?
I feel like we connected with local people who share the same mindset. The people that are going to listen are the people who are willing to show up to meetings like this, not just people who are willing to talk trash on Facebook and say, yeah, I'll be there. So
Absolutely.
this was good tonight.
We got a free tractor.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Hey, this
Awesome.
is him?
Yeah.
This badass right here said he wanted to donate a free tractor to the Freedom Grounds.
It's a badass tractor. Let me tell you.
Now, what was the reasoning for that? Tell me.
Oh, because it's been sitting around for a couple years, and I thought about selling it, and I have to get rid of it, and it was just perfect. It was like, it spoke to me and said, oh, that's where it goes.
That's badass, man.
Nice to meet you, Kory. I'm Scott.
Very nice to meet
Thanks
you,
again,
Scott.
Can I pick it up on a flatbed trailer?
It's have to be a big one.
Big one. What about
I
6
told
foot
Andre
wide?
Huh?
6 foot wide?
No, it's better than 8.
It's got some of the dimensions and the details. So.
Dude, we're gonna
have to
put
drive
that
that
tractor
fucker
to work.
We have to drive that fucker back on its own, man. I can't pick it up on my
Hey, Texas Freedom Grounds, look us up. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Once you have the